right, we are about an hour south of Santa Fe, I believe, and we just saw the first snow-capped mountains. You probably can't even see them, but they're over there.
Good boy. Oh. Oh no. So Oki is finally running free. Our first dog park that's all secluded. Good boy. Good boy.
He's reunited with his ball.
I know, he hasn't seen it in a week. Go get it. Good boy. Good boy. Alright guys, so we're here in New Mexico, Santa Fe. We're at Trailer Ranch RV Park. And we'll show you our site. We got very spacious, very big sites. A lot of gravel, not a whole lot of sand, which is nice, especially some of the other places we've been at. But we got our own picnic table. We got the shade above us out, super nice. And we got our little cocoon back here, block us from the wind, from the sun, because you know we woke up this morning and it was freezing, and we got here and it was 65 and sunny, which felt amazing, but the sun was brutal when we were setting up. So we got the shade out. Got the kitchen open, ready to go. We got all of our hookups right here. They do all their fresh water heated on their end, so you don't have to worry about their side getting frozen. So if you have a heater hose, they highly recommend it, especially during the winter. But yeah, good little site. The bathrooms here are immaculate, the nicest we've seen. Laundry room, perfect. We're gonna be doing some laundry here in a little bit. So far, we've only been here like 2 hours. Took little Oki to the dog park down at the back end of the property. Yeah, so far so good. We're really enjoying it. All right, guys, I just wanted to hop on here real quick. We are in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Absolutely beautiful. So we pulled in yesterday afternoon, and the number one thing we wanted to get done was oil change on the 4Runner. So we went a little bit over our mileage from our last oil change, so we just want to get that done. We were here for 2 days. Right next door to the campsite that we're staying at is Oil Stop drive-through oil change. A drive-through oil change. You can't beat it. So it's directly next door. I got there, they opened at 8. I was the first one in line. I got right in. They took great care of me, and they do a 33-point inspection. They top off all your fluids. They check your batteries, do air in your tires. So we got everything done, looked at, inspected. Not the cheapest, but not the most expensive I've ever had either. But they are absolutely amazing. Give you coffee when you get there. You don't even get out of your vehicle, and get a free car wash exterior. All right, so our last stop, the fridge wasn't working when we plugged it into the 12 volt. So check the fuse box, blown fuse. Why, I don't know, so we ain't got some extra fuses. All right, bud, be back.
I am trying to figure out where we're going next. I don't know where we're living tomorrow. And I'm trying to find some hot springs or something in northern New Mexico, southern Colorado. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. Like, I'm confused. They put minerals in a pool and call it a hot spring. Like, I thought that hot springs were like natural, like in the mountains, not like a pool that they heat and put like special scents in. That's not what I want, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
We just want like an outdoor, sitting in a rock with hot water.
Yeah, I just want to sit
overlooking the mountains.
Like, the temperature needs to be like 80, 90, 100 degrees. You know, I have specific requests, like with a mountainous view with like snow caps. Like, what is this pool that they're charging me $50 for? I don't know. Okay, so when we went to Colorado 2 years ago, I got really bad altitude sickness, and Matt didn't. It didn't affect him at all, but me, it drained me like completely. Like, I was so tired, I was so out of breath, I slept all the time, and I was exhausted. So since we were moving up in altitude already, I wanted to try this. I don't know if it's sham, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I wanted to try this to see if it would help with my altitude sickness. So I got chlorophyll drops and I got B12 drops, because these are both supposed to boost your red blood cells, because people who live in high altitude, I guess, have higher red blood cells, and me being from Florida, I do not. So this, I think, is gonna help with that, but we will see. It just tastes like mint water, which is what it said. All right, we are at the Plaza Cafe.
The original, been here since 1905. But this is Frito pie.
How rude.
Hang on. It might be a campsite.
All right, so we are at the plaza, the square of Santa Fe, where all the little shops are and restaurants, and the buildings are super cute here.
Yeah.
I love the look of everything, but in my opinion, it's kind of overhyped. Like, the shops are super expensive. Like, all the art and stuff is really pretty and really nice to look at, but of course the blanket I wanted was $1,200.
Yeah.
And the pillow I wanted for the tiny house was $750.
Not happening.
So it's a little too expensive, and
There's not really a whole lot going on.
there's not a whole lot. Like, even the square isn't that notable.
The square is just kind of just this like little park with like just a bunch of trees, which, I mean, it's kind of cool,
Yeah, but I mean,
but all the grass areas are roped off.
yeah, in all of New Mexico we've been to,
Yeah.
all the grass areas are roped off because it's so hard to maintain grass here that they want to keep it alive. So they
Yeah.
don't want people walking on it, pets walking on it. So Oki has learned to adapt, and
Get that right.
and he now has to go to the bathroom in dirt or rock. So
He's being a trooper. He's getting used to it.
yeah.
But mask mandates are full force.
Yeah, they're very strict here.
Have to have them on at all times.
Yeah, you have to give them your name and number in case there's an outbreak. A lot of places, like the 2 restaurants I really wanted to go to that were recommended to us, are closed still. But yeah, I mean, other than the architecture,
Yeah, so we've been down here about hour,
yeah.
and that was about it. So we're on to a couple blocks away. We're gonna go see a brewery. And
Santa Fe Brewing.
That's what I like to do. So I want to walk and get kind of lost and see if we can find some cool other little areas of town. So
yeah, but this main attraction is very touristy, in my opinion. But all right, let's go get a beer.
Yep.
So we are getting ready for bed. It is 52 degrees and our heater just went out. So Matt,
of course, it's a square bolt, which I don't have any hedge for that. So literally the only way to get to the plug that the crane heater is plugged into is some other name not shown, which is the plug that is plugged into. I'm assuming it's behind the here. So I had to just rig something I have that's actually working. I'm shocked.
but we've been using the heater every night because during the day it's like 60 and sunny, and at night it gets down to like mid-30s. So I'm just a little nervous.
Bundle up.
Yeah, he keeps saying that, but Oki shivers in 60-degree weather, so I don't know how he's gonna feel about it. You got it?
I think so.
What, back behind there? What'd
Yeah.
you do?
I had to get to the plug that this thing is the not shown wireless plug, and I had to unplug the heater, take the batteries out, because the guy that we rented it from said if it ever happens that just point the receiver back there, and I did that 15 times and it wasn't working.
And you unplugged the electrical at the campsite. You turned off the breakers.
I reset. I unplugged the AC. I unplugged I unplugged everything.
Well, hallelujah, because I just looked it up and it's going to be 37 in the morning.
Yeah. So it all came down to this stupid crap.
Okay. Good night.
When the storm is raging in your head, when you feel there's nothing more ahead, the hills they seem all green but they hide all the monsters, and you kept holding my hand as you reach for water.
Dang. I was coming to get snow from over here, but I can't get to it. I was gonna hit Logan with her first snowball. It's a little steep.
Yeah, I know.
I just slid. cold.
No, you're not.
I made Logan pull off. We're like in the middle of the mountains. This little valley cut through. I wanted to go on this bridge, but it just won't let me.
I'm glad it's boarded up or he would.
I'm kind of thinking about hopping it. I mean, look at like this old suspension bridge, like. All right, so where are we?
So we are on our way to Taos and we just passed through the Rio Grande. That's what that water was.
Yeah.
And we had no idea. And we saw the big cutout for the river. It's amazing. And it's all along the side of this highway. I don't even know where we're at.
No.
But
it's crazy. I mean, just snow.
White-capped mountains on one side, the water on the other. It's wild. Oh my God. Hey, we have a teepee.
Site number 6.
Colorado wasn't as good, but everywhere else was really good. We got really lucky. But yeah, normally we chase storms.
Black Rock, Hot Springs. We made it.
I'm on a farm.
That's some nice people.
I grow.
Totally
I
worth
work
it.
on like a pretty.
This is the hard part. Just got out and it's freezing.
I gotta get naked.
Ironic. You can't see me because I was just telling Matt that this campground has no lights.
Yeah.
It's super dark. Not only is that like a safety issue, but like safety for me walking around here because it's all.
We have to walk to the bathhouse. You know?
I know, and it's all uneven gravel, and that might sound like complaining about little things, but like just safety.
Safety.
In general. It's pitch black here.
Yeah, can't see anything.
Oh my gosh. We laid out our bathing suits yesterday and they're frozen.
Okay, so we are packing up, about to leave Taos, and I just wanted to recap the hot spring that we went to yesterday because we didn't really talk a lot about it while we were there because there was a lot going on, there was a lot of people. Do you remember the name? Black Rock?
Black Rock Hot Springs.
Black Rock Hot Springs. It's about 30 minutes outside of Taos, and the drive there was worth it. It was so beautiful. So the drive alone was great. We looked it up through All Trails, which you can categorize all of your hikes and stuff by like easy, moderate, extreme, I guess. So they categorize like the level of the hike, and There's a bunch of reviews from people.
It's cool. It's like its own little like social media.
Yeah,
for,
just
like, hikers
for like
and
hikes
trails.
and trails. So
Like people rate it. You can do your recordings of the hike they took, and then take a lot of pictures and upload all that to it.
So that's kind of how we found this hot spring, because I realized when I was doing my research back in Santa Fe, I was just Googling hot springs, and we wanted a natural hot spring that was like cut out of a canyon and like actually naturally heated, not a man-made pool with minerals in it. So we found this through All Trails, and it was beautiful. There was only one hot spring that was about 100 degrees or so, and there was a couple smaller ones that were cooler, so it was a little crowded. There was a handful of us in there at a time, and hikers kept coming down and seeing that it was full, but other than that, it was beautiful. We've never done anything like that before. And
but you're literally in the middle of nowhere, and you run into these other people that are doing the same thing you're trying to do. So
yeah,
conversation, super fun.
And that was another thing. It was about a 3-mile drive down the mountain into the like valley canyon area, and then it was a 0.3-mile hike from our car to the actual hot spring, so it wasn't far at all. And then I was super worried about getting out of the hot spring into the 50-degree windy weather and walking back up to our car in a wet bathing suit, but it really wasn't terrible. But it was super cool, and we are headed to another hot spring today, but I do believe it is a pool type situation, but our campsite and campground is actually located where that hot spring is, so that's the reason we're doing that one. But yeah, we would definitely recommend it. Black Rock Hot Springs.
So we were on our way out of New Mexico, and we came over the Rio Grande Gorge Bridge. We had no idea it was even here.
Like Ariana Grande.
But that is insane.
Yeah, I didn't even know we were driving over it when we drove over it.
Logan. Come on.
I'm such a chicken. I'm afraid of heights, and my knees are shaking.
Man, this wind is brutal, but totally worth it.